Hello, beautiful, wonderful, beautiful, wonderful people of the interwebs. Welcome back to another episode of the Dudepool Gamescast. I'm the host with the most, the Dude 250. You can call me Nicky D. Hanging out on this beautiful day of days with my man, the video game Schwarzenegger, the Taylor Sager.
Hey, guys.
And coming all the way from the great UK across the pond is the sexiest man I have ever had the pleasure of not meeting in real life, Danny Peel, a brutal nature.
Hello, boys.
Pleasure.
How's it going?
Hello, Governor.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do that for the whole thing.
Don't
That's it. It's out my system now.
How is everybody today?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Splendiferous.
I'm feeling pretty good. I got my World Gaming Championship Rambo bandana going. I got the World Gaming Championship t-shirt because yesterday I was in a Street Fighter V tournament.
That he was.
Just going to drop that out there. I made it to the semifinals. It means I won one fight and lost two. It was a good time, though. It was fun. Never been in a pro gaming tournament in my life.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was pretty intense. The setup there was pretty freaking crazy.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to name drop that because that was a pretty cool day for me and the Dude Pools. And yeah, that being said, today's topic is brought to you by Danny Peel. And just sex itself because that's what he is. Pure sex. Danny, what are we talking
about? We're going back to the old Call of Duty well. Because,
well,
as we record this, the first proper trailer for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare just got released. I think we've all watched it. I mean, you have, Nikolai. Did you watch it, Taylor?
Yeah, I watched it.
Cool. Okay. I mean, there's a couple of things to say about that because there's two trailers technically. There's a trailer as well for the remaster of what appears to be just the first Modern Warfare, which many consider to be the best one, Call of Duty 4, which looks really cool. But we'll start with Infinite Warfare, because that's the new game. I mean, I'll kick it over to you guys. What did you guys think of the look of it so far?
Of the new one?
Yeah, the new one, yeah.
Meh. I mean, it didn't really get my boner going. There wasn't a lot of gameplay to be shown. It was more like those scenes in the game where you're not really in control. Except for, I think, that plane part or whatever where you're like flying and it goes into space.
Spaceship.
But I mean, I've done that before in a Call of Duty. It gives you very limited control. It gives you the appearance of, you're flying, but it's still kind of a linear thing. I don't know. I watched the trailer and I was like, I know exactly what the moment-to-moment gameplay is going to be like. I've played 50 of these Call of Duties now. And so I didn't jazz me up as much as it should have, I guess. Or maybe that's as jazzed up as I should be at this point.
I don't know. When I was watching it, it was kind of funny because it was like, man, this really reminds me of all the other Call of Duty trailers that I watched. Yeah. Because it's just a bunch of explosions and people running around and then people shooting guns and stuff. But I mean, that's really all you're doing in Call of Duty anyway. I like the setting as opposed to it just being like, in some random Middle Eastern country and you have some fancy gadgets that you're using to kill terrorists or whatever.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd go like even further left field with the whole space thing, I think. It still looked very Terran to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're definitely like saving Earth. It seems almost more like Halo. It
did remind me a bit of Destiny with some of those alien or robot enemies with the same head shapes and shit like that, but...
Right.
I don't know.
It looks like it's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah,
I play all of them. They're always fun campaigns.
Yeah.
So I'll never want to knock that. I always have a good time with the campaigns. It just, I don't know. It didn't hype me up because I know exactly what to expect out of it. I think, if that makes sense.
I wanted them to show off some gameplay with new stuff, like they had that one part where the guy used like a grappling hook to like grab a dude and pull him in closer to him and then like snap his neck. Yeah. That was really cool. I wanted to see more stuff like that shows you like the new things that kind of change the way you're going to play the game. And that sort of stuff, but they didn't really show a whole lot of that off. They just kind of showed.
I mean, that doesn't really change the way you play the game. That's just another way to kill a dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it changes your tactics and how you approach different people and stuff like that. Especially if a dude can just like whip out a fucking grappling hook and grab your face.
That just
and
looks
rip it
like
off.
a melee that you can do at further range, right? Like that's
melee.
it.
But I think you can like I would assume that grappling hook is supposed to like it's like designed to be used in space to like hook you onto like a spacecraft or whatever. Like you're floating away and you use it to grab and pull yourself back. That's like I'm assuming that's why it's in the game. There's like
one cinematic
the in-game company or
that.
whatever designed that thing so that's what its use is. But in the game, you're going to use it to kill motherfuckers, right? But yeah, I think you could probably use it to grab and pull yourself around too, hopefully. But again, it doesn't really show you a whole lot in that trailer.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all usually they're pretty linear campaigns, so.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be linear. Yeah. Shit, I just want different like gadgets or whatever, different weapons so that I can like I don't know, just like fuck around in low gravity or
cool
like
new toys,
jetpacks. I want to see things that make it different from the other 30 fucking Call of Duty.
But that's the thing. Everything you just mentioned has been in every other Call of Duty. They've done jetpacks.
I know. I don't know what they're going to put that's new in this one. I'm not going to spend enough time thinking about it to.
That's fair. Yeah, totally. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of agree. It was what I could have easily expected it to be.
Yeah.
I was looking for something while I was watching it that was sort of give me that wow moment where I was like, oh, cool. And I got a little bit of that when they were flying out from the planet out into space. That was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they do kind of add new things in with each Call of Duty, but I end up just playing them the way I played all the other ones anyway. So it's maybe that's just my flaw, but yeah, I mean I'll definitely play it. I've played I think just about all of the Call of Duty games. Yeah. I think it'll be a good game, and I think it's probably gonna have yet again, pretty rock solid multiplayer, which I'll play for a month or two and then move on from. But yeah, I mean, I like the song that they used.
Yeah, that was a good cover. Yeah,
yeah, I think it'll be a good
totally.
Game. The interesting thing was what came after that, which is what a lot of people.
Yeah,
and we'll move on to this now. I guess a lot of people have been begging for this basically for how many years? Let's say 7 years, maybe even more than that now. I mean, 2007, COD 4 came out, right?
Ever since they started making crappier Call of Duties and people wanted the good one to come back?
Well, yeah, I guess since the quality dipped in some people's eyes, which could have been right around after the first Modern Warfare came out. But, I mean, let's get to it. Modern Warfare Remastered, it is coming. It looks like they've done the whole campaign remastered and 10 multiplayer maps. So are we thinking... to jump straight to the multiplayer, are we thinking the other maps? Because there should be, by my count, 20 in total, which includes all the vanilla and the DLC. There should be 20 in total. So are we thinking they're going to release them later on as DLC things?
That was the first thing I said to Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends, I think, on what they're going to do with the game. I think that...
It depends if they're selling it as a full-price game, too.
I don't think they're going to...
Outside of this package with the new Call of Duty, if they're going to sell it as a digital download.
I think they would.
I think they are going to sell it. I don't think it's going to be full price, though. I think it's going to be like $49.99 tops.
I could see
is
that.
kind of what I'm thinking because I
don't know.
It does say full campaign and 10 multiplayer maps like right on it. It doesn't.
This is
like they're aware that they're not giving you the full.
Exactly, that's right. This
amount.
is Activision. These are the people that keep Call of Duty at the same price a year and a half later after
they give you
releases
like 10%
when everything
discount.
else has gone on sale.
Right.
Yeah, they're fucking bullshit. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that they're going to release a hard copy of the remaster.
No, I don't think they'll release a hard copy. I think they'll release the digital only, and I think that they may undercut it by $10, maybe. But that's about it. Maybe they'll undercut it by $10 because they don't have to. And if they're releasing it on digital, they're making a fuck ton of profit without having to press hard copies and shit like that, right? Yeah. And then on top of that, they charge another $10 for all your favorite fucking Modern Warfare maps after that.
True.
Like all the DLC stuff and everything that wasn't in it. And who's to stop them from doing like Modern Warfare 2 maps and shit like that in this game? Even though I think they won't. I think they'll wait and release a Modern Warfare 2 fucking thing a couple years from now.
Yeah. I think it'd be kind of ridiculous to ask people who like you could buy the Game of the Year edition of Call of Duty or whatever for the same price as the other game and get all that DLC packaged in when it was Game of the Year however many years ago, and then to like turn around, sell them the game. This is
supposed to be an up-resed version, is it not?
Sell them the game with half of the maps and then charge them again for those maps again. I don't see them. I feel like that's a shitty idea. Like
you just described every remaster.
Yeah, well, that's true.
No.
Actually,
Yeah, they did the same thing with God of War 3.
They re-released the DLC.
They released the full game
and then redid the DLC, and you had to pay
they
for
didn't. There was no DLC. But what I'm saying is, they released a full game.
Yeah.
And then 10 years later or whatever, they released that game again and charged full price for it. That's what you just said, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's different to, like, even if they were, let's say, to charge full price for the 10 maps in the campaign or whatever, I don't think they're going to add DLC to it later and be like, oh yeah, here's those other 10 maps that we didn't give you for full price.
Why don't you
that
think
was
Activision
in the
would
last
do that?
game for full price? So let's pay another $20 to get those 10 maps that you wanted in the first place.
No,
or
I
whatever,
see what you're
right?
saying, but I totally see that happening.
I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way.
Well, obviously, Activision rubs everybody the wrong way, man. But maybe I'm a bit
gross.
cynical, but they're cunts.
Yeah, yeah. If they actually think that that's a good idea, then that's just weird. Like, I mean, honestly,
It
like,
is a good
obviously
idea.
people are
People
gonna
will
buy
pay it,
People
right?
are going
That's-
to buy it, but people are going to bitch about it. Like,
Yeah, but they're still going to buy it. So at the end of the day, Activision is going to go, ha, 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 I don't care.
I don't know, because I mean, you fall into like a problem that Ubisoft is getting into, where they're releasing all these games like Assassin's Creed, and now people are being like, these games aren't that good. You should just stop doing that.
The difference is everybody wants Call of Duty 4. Like, that's the rub, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna get it, but I think if you're like, yeah, here's Call of Duty 4 with half the maps. Oh, here's those other half of the maps. Pay another $20 for this 10-year-old game. Oh, here's some more DLC. Here, pay some more money for this 10-year-old game. Like, I just feel like that's not a good way to do it, especially if you're gonna bundle the game in as a pre-order thing. Like, I feel like it's just gonna be that. It's just gonna be the 10 maps in the campaign, and they're just gonna release it, charge you maybe $50 or $60 for it if you want to buy it standalone, and then that's it. They're just gonna leave it.
Maybe.
Because it seems like an added bonus.
Maybe, but
almost.
I mean, with the last Call of Duty, or a couple of Call of Duties ago, they re-released the original Call of Duty re-release. The very first one came with, I think, Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, wow.
But they also put that on the store and charged people fucking
Call of Duty
out
Classic.
the ass
Yeah,
for it. It
sure.
was like $40 or something like that for Call of Duty
Wow.
Classic, a game that came out in like 2002.
That is retarded.
Right? So this is who we're talking about.
Right. Yeah, but did they release DLC for that, or did they?
There
just
wasn't that game came out before DLC was ever existed.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that game should cost $5, not 40. But that's what we're doing, right? That's what that.
But like, was that the full game? Like all the maps, all the story,
Yeah.
everything, and there was online.
Yeah, but this is back in the day when 10 maps was a lot.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yes, it was
like
online as well.
they like cut out stuff to do on this Modern Warfare that they're releasing now. You know what I mean? Like they're purposely not doing half of the maps.
Yeah.
To cut.
Which
work
scares
out
me. Why?
Of releasing it because
So
they
they
don't
could-
want to put as much money into releasing it because they're not gonna.
Or they're gonna put it out in DLC. This is the thing.
Or
Yeah,
they
it's
didn't have
like,
time
I
just to
don't
play devil's advocate. They didn't necessarily have time.
That's
to
true
do
as
all of
well.
it. Just to give them the benefit
Yeah,
of the
that's
doubt.
true,
you
yeah.
know?
Sure, but if they didn't have time, then they will go back to that well if they can make
Yeah,
more
if
money.
that's the case,
Yeah.
yeah. If they were just like, yeah, we ran out of time, then yeah, they totally will release the other 10 as DLC and charge you for it, which would be pretty shitty. But I don't know. I think that they should just leave the 10 maps, leave the campaign, and then let us play it and leave it alone. Like,
I would actually be okay with them adding DLC to it, to be honest with you, if they added maps from other Call of Duty games, like Modern Warfare 2 maps. And
Like
shit
all the
like
best
that.
ones?
But I don't think they'll do that. Yeah, like me and Danny have been like talking about a collective, like Call of Duty collection of maps for a long time. Like, why don't they just
All the
add
best.
all of their greatest maps into one fucking game?
Or at least all the
Make
best
it a
Modern Warfare.
multiplayer-only game. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. Like the Modern Warfare anthology or multiplayer anthology, and
That
it's
would be
just all the
great.
best multiplayer maps with a multiplayer focused game.
Like
Fuck
2
the
from Modern
single
Warfare
player.
3.
Yeah.
Not very memorable maps, those ones.
No.
I didn't play that one.
I think Sledgehammer did those maps, so didn't they?
Yeah, they might have done. Yeah, good shout. Yeah.
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 I think they handled the multiplayer on that, and Infinity Ward took over the single player stuff.
Yeah, which kind of showed, but I mean, it was fine. That
Sure
game
did.
got a lot of hate, but it was all right. It was okay.
I liked it.
I liked it.
I bought it twice.
Wow.
PC and PS3.
Yeah, I have a
Play
PC.
with all of my friends.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be a good game, and I'm sure a lot of people will buy that remaster. I definitely will. I'd love to go back and play some COD 4 on those classic maps, especially if they picked, because to be honest, a lot of those maps, well, not a lot of them, but a handful of those older ones are kind of throwaway. Like, people didn't necessarily love them, and there were some real highlights that they've probably picked, I'm assuming. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure we'll all get it, and I'm sure we'll all play it, and I'm sure we'll all enjoy it, but it'll be nice.
Well, I mean, I shit on Activision a lot, but to be fair, that $79.99 price point for the Legacy collection
For the bundle,
the new game
It's not too bad.
that comes with that one, it's a pretty fair price
It's not
point.
too bad.
Mm-hmm. Do you know, Danny? Do you know if it comes with the season pass, that Legacy bundle or whatever?
I didn't look that up, actually. That's a good
I
question.
didn't look it up either.
Probably not. I doubt it.
Because it's
I doubt
only
it.
$10 more.
Yeah,
and you
usually
get
a
that other
season
game.
pass tax on an extra
Yeah.
$30 to $40.
Yeah.
I mean, is
Yeah,
that...
I know, right? So there's probably
Sorry, just to go back...
probably an even more expensive one.
Well, there probably is, but, I mean, to go back to that price, do you think that could even be a fair indication of what an eventual... Because, I mean, is it fair to say we're expecting an eventual standalone release for this remaster? Is that fair?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
It's going to be in the store. At least,
that would be such a missed opportunity if they didn't. And Activision,
I think digital only.
yeah, but
I
Activision
think
won't
it'll
miss
be
an
digital
opportunity
only.
like that. So, do you think the price is a fair indication?
They've already done this.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just
Modern
saying.
Warfare 3, and that was Infinity Ward as well.
Well, like it's $10 more than to just get the game by itself, essentially. And I think that's kind of why they cut out, or like tried to cut corners. I wouldn't say cut corners, but like cut out some of the maps and stuff like that, some of the work that they would have been doing to release the whole thing. And I think that's because they're only tacking on $10 extra to release it as a pre-order, which I think they're gonna, I don't know, get a bunch of people to buy that bundle that way.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily gonna like it's like that $10 doesn't cover, I don't think, all the work that they put into it.
No.
But I
it's
think
an
that they're
indication.
trying to. Yeah, I
They
think
don't.
I think that the standalone, I would like to see
I mean,
it at
depending on
39,
how much
but I
work
think
they
it's gonna
actually
be
put
49.
into it. I don't know how much work they put into it. I haven't really seen it. They just showed kind of, nothing.
It was like the original trailer that they
Right?
showed for it like
Yeah.
10 years ago or whatever. Just like quick clips of
Looked good, though.
that dude with his stogie. Yeah, it certainly looked good. Yeah, I loved the campaign actually in the first Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
great.
pretty excited
Really
to
good,
play through
yeah.
that again. Yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah,
We'll see, I guess.
I would like to see it at less than $50, but
I think we will. I think it'll be. I think it'll be cheaper than we cynically expect it to be. I just have a feeling. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, realistically, I bet if they're attacking on $10 to get the game
Maybe
with
20.
the bundle, I bet you we're looking at a $29.99 price point.
wow,
That's
on the
not
store.
too bad.
yeah, that'd be.
It is
that'd
a
be less
complete
than I
game.
would think that they would do it even.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, and and it has full
But I mean,
online.
that's me being really nice.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be $29.99.
that is
but
pretty lenient. Yeah,
I could see that.
I think if they're saying, yeah, you can give us an extra $10 for the bundle, or, tack on another 20 on top of that
Right.
if you want to buy it by itself. That
Yeah.
sounds reasonable.
yeah. Half the
I
price
don't know if
of the new
Activision
game.
is reasonable.
We'll see.
Yeah, it depends on how much time they put into making it. But I don't think that they sunk a whole shit ton of man hours into that thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, it's a remaster. I mean, that would have taken some time, I would assume. It's not an easy process. You don't just run it through.
Do I know? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it would have taken as much time as like remastering The Last of Us. But maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know what goes into remastering.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, maybe they just put it into their little software, right click and go up-res. I don't fucking know. Maybe there's a tool that does it now, right?
I would imagine that that's a secondary team, or like they got a different development company to do the up-res, right?
Could have been.
It could have been Bluepoint.
Yeah. I don't know. They haven't really mentioned, I don't think, who did the up-res yet, or at least I haven't seen.
I mean, yeah, we just saw the trailer. There's not a hell of a lot of info out there on it just yet. There will be come E3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for fucking sure.
But I mean, what we've seen of the remaster and of the new game, it does look good. It's not necessarily blowing our minds just yet, but I'm sure it'll be another solid new Call of Duty, and it'll be fun to revisit an old friend.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
An old friend.
I'm excited to see what they do with the zombies in that one as well. Apparently, there's going to be zombies in it.
In the new one,
cool. Zombies in space.
Yeah, could be interesting.
Space zombies.
Yeah, kind of sick of zombies, but whatever.
Yeah, me too. Any closing statements on there, guys?
Not really, man.
No, I just made mine, to be honest. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Space zombies.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pick it up. Sure. Call of Duty, ladies and gentlemen. It's the same.
It's coming again.
Yeah,
it's coming back. You didn't expect it, but here it is.
We expected it.
Yeah.
The whole world did for weeks now.
Been expecting
weeks.
It's longer than weeks.
Anyway, if you've ever played a Call of Duty in your life, then you should probably subscribe to our channel, because then we'd get a lot of subscribers. And we love you very much. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter at Dudepool Gaming, and check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/official Dudepool Gaming. As always, I'm the dude, Nicky D. That's Taylor Sager. Aliens exist. And from across the pond, it's Danny Peel. The Brutal Nature, and we'll catch you next time on the Dudepool Gamescast. Adios.
See you guys.